The war in Ukraine continues with full intensity. July 4th, 2026. One target after another, the same pattern playing out across the front. A soldier moves, a drone finds him. Another position, another outcome. What stands out watching these clips together? Little coordination, movement without direction, and more than a few who don't even try to react when the drone arrives. Some freeze, some just keep walking. Ukraine's SBU Alpha unit running this every single day without pause. The drone stays on the vehicle's tail. One soldier makes a call, jumps clear before it's too late. A few seconds, that's all it takes to make it out. Zaporizhzhia region, a quiet road. A Russian soldier in shorts and sandals, no gear, no uniform, spots the drone's fiber-optic line and starts pulling at it, trying to disable it by hand. Doesn't go his way. Two soldiers, drone overhead, panic sets in, they run instead of firing. A real chance to shoot it down. Gone. One of them doesn't make it past that decision. On the ground, tucked along the roadside, the drone isn't flying, it's waiting. Smarter than constant searching, this. Pick a route, land, hold position, save the battery for when it matters. Hours pass this way, nothing moving, nothing changing. Then, far down the road, a motorcycle. A Russian soldier, riding fast, no idea anything's watching. The drone lifts off the moment he's in range. He never sees it coming. Panicking, a Russian soldier runs straight toward the drone instead of away from it. The drone doesn't adjust, neither does the outcome. An ATV, abandoned mid-road, both soldiers already running. One makes for the ruins, tries to squeeze through. Wrong spot, wrong moment. Previously released footage, but new drone perspective now reveals the full sequence. A Russian soldier moving through the rubble, already aware something's tracking him. Panic sets in fast, no good spot to hide, so he makes for the nearest tree. An FPV closes in, loaded and ready. He gets behind the trunk just in time. And it works. The drone hits the tree, fails to go off. For a second, it just sits there, disabled on the ground. That's where things go wrong. Instead of running, he starts throwing objects at it, again and again. One connects. The payload triggers. He doesn't get another chance. Possibly one of the strangest moments captured on this front. A Russian soldier stepping out of the tree line into open ground. An FPV drone immediately locks on behind him. He runs. Open terrain, nowhere to go. The drone closes the distance before he gets anywhere. Open field, tree line, a ditch by the road. Different terrain, same result each time. Russian soldiers move through it looking for something that'll actually work as cover. It never does. Ukraine's SOA FM crews are already watching before they even settle in, patient, letting them get comfortable first. One position, then the next, then another, spread out across the sector. The ground changes with every clip. The outcome never does. A fighter jet, sitting still on the tarmac. Belbek airfield, deep inside Crimea. Ukraine's defense intelligence finds it first. A MiG-29, caught with nowhere to go, goes up in flames. Right next to it, the launch vehicle servicing it takes the same hit. Two high-value targets, one strike. A house takes the first hit. Someone runs out, straight into the bushes, thinks he's out of sight. He's not. Minutes later, without warning, the drone finds him from above. A road, Western Donetsk, one that gets used often, day after day. Ukraine's Magyar birds keep watch on it, patient, waiting. A vehicle comes into view, moving fast, two soldiers riding on top. No cover up there, nothing to duck behind. The drone closes the distance before either of them notices. Neither has time to react. The vehicle keeps moving for a few more meters, then it doesn't. Inside a dugout, somewhere in Donetsk region, a Russian soldier filming, camera still rolling. Then, the sound of an FPV drone growing louder. No time to react. The footage ends there. What follows is the same story, over and over. Motorcycles, one after another. No armor left to move soldiers around, so this became the answer. Faster across open ground, easier to hide in a garage, harder for artillery to hit. Against a drone, none of that matters. No metal to absorb a strike, no windshield, no cover of any kind. Just a rider, fully exposed, moving in a straight line. Every one of these clips ends the same way. A facility hidden well behind the line, the kind of place that runs drone operations for an entire sector. Ukraine's Air Force sends in a GBU-62, a satellite-guided glide bomb capable of hitting targets dozens of kilometers from where it's released. Direct hit. The building comes down before another operation can even get started. Two very different threats. Same sky, same result. The Molniya flies low and fast, hard to track before it's already past you. The Mavic is smaller, cheap, and everywhere, used for everything from scouting to dropping munitions. Through June, Ukraine's 68th Air Assault Brigade worked through both types, one after another. 154 Molniya units, gone. Another 42 Mavic drones, gone right alongside them. Nearly 200 total by month's end. Different sizes, different roles. The interceptors didn't care either way. Motorcycles, a soldier on foot, 3 artillery pieces, all hit in the same run. Ukraine's Apache crews tracked them one by one across the field. The guns were thought to be far enough back to stay safe. They weren't. By the end, nothing on that list makes it through untouched. 2 soldiers disappearing into thick brush, figuring the trees would be enough. In the sector held by Ukraine's 66th Mechanized Brigade, that trick doesn't hold up. Reconnaissance already has them marked. Then it starts. Bombers dropping payload from above. FPVs closing in from every side, one after another. The brush offers nothing. No real cover, nowhere to crawl to. Minutes pass this way, strike after strike. Neither of them makes it out. Antennas, equipment, a whole setup, gone in one strike. Ukraine's 426th Unmanned Systems Regiment finds the position first, catches it off guard. The blast tears through the gear before anyone inside can react. What's left of the crew doesn't wait around. They're out the door, moving fast, no time to grab anything. Position cleared, antennas down, nothing left to run back to.
Baba.
St. Petersburg, Russia's second largest city, 900 kilometers from the front line. The overnight drone operation hit the city's oil terminal and the port of Vysotsk, a major Baltic export hub, handling oil, grain, and LNG. Ukraine's general staff confirmed the operation, calling it part of the long-range sanctions campaign. As of early July, Ukraine claims 42% of Russia's oil refining capacity has been disrupted. 8 refineries hit in the past month alone, more than 60 storage tanks destroyed or damaged. St. Petersburg isn't safe anymore.
Baba.
A convoy, moving fuel toward the front. Nothing unusual, or so it should have been. Ukraine Omega Special Forces has other plans for it. Kamikaze wing drones close in, fast and one way, no turning back once they're locked on. 2 fuel trucks hit one after the other, right along the same stretch of road. Russian forces built deep underground bunkers, counting on layers of earth to keep them safe from drones. Ukraine's 155th Mechanized Brigade answers with heavy, purpose-built munitions designed to pierce through that cover. Not small payloads, but large-bore bombs capable of penetrating reinforced positions. One strike after another, bunkered positions that were supposed to be untouchable. Underground doesn't mean unreachable anymore. A month of sustained pressure on Russian logistics. Vehicles, artillery pieces, supply depots, Ukraine's drone operators working the rear lines day after day. Every convoy that doesn't reach its destination, every depot that goes up in smoke, adds up. This is what steady, methodical disruption of a supply chain actually looks like over time. Ukrainian aviation continuing precision strikes on Russian drone command posts and UAV workshops along the front. GBU, 62 guided bombs finding their mark, one after another. Control centers gone, repair facilities taken offline. The drones waiting to be launched from these positions never get the chance. Russian ambush drones can sit in grass or beside roads for hours, waiting for a single target to pass by. Ukraine's Apache bombing crews know this, and they get there first. Before these drones get the chance to lift off, a precision strike turns them into scrap. The ambush that was supposed to happen doesn't. What you just watched is happening every single day. Soldiers ambushed, bunkers pierced, logistics cut before it reaches anywhere useful. As of today, July 4th, Russia's total combat losses have reached approximately 1,409,530 personnel, 1,190 in the last 24 hours alone. This morning, Ukraine struck St. Petersburg's oil terminal and the Kronstadt naval base, 900 kilometers from the front line, one of the deepest drone operations of the entire war. Ukraine's general staff reports that 42% of Russia's oil refining capacity is now disrupted, with 8 refineries hit in the past month and more than 60 storage tanks destroyed. Russia claims its forces took Kostiantynivka, Ukraine denies it. The front line remains deeply contested, and the scale of what's happening behind it keeps growing. Russia keeps sending men forward. Ukraine keeps finding them, on the ground, in the sky, and now in Russia's second largest city. Drop a comment. Is Ukraine winning the war behind the front lines?